Good afternoon everyone, thanks for joining us. We're going to start with Paul Ogden from BBC Radio Leeds and BBC Look North in the room. Paul.
André, welcome to Huddersfield Town and to Yorkshire.
Thank you.
Why are you here?
Why I'm here? You ask about the motivation for my role in Huddersfield. So I had a clear idea for my future role, and I had many offers, but for me always it's really important to be able to develop something with a team, with a club, with the players, and then to achieve this when you have a good vision. And we had a really good first Zoom meeting with sport director Cartwright, and I felt really good after this Zoom meeting. And after this we spoke to CEO Jack Edwards and owner Mr. Nagel about realistic goals for the future. And I felt really good that I could work very closely in this constellation. And this is a reason why I'm here, yeah.
We sense your enthusiasm already, but Huddersfield Town is a team with difficulties at the moment. How do you feel about managing those difficulties and improving the team? How realistically can you do that?
First of all, Huddersfield Town is a really traditional club with fantastic supporters, and I enjoyed Huddersfield in 2015, in the end of 2015, in the season when they got promoted, and I visited David Wagner, so I had a connection over all the years to Huddersfield Town. Especially my former player was Elias Kachunga, was one of the legends here in Huddersfield. So at this moment, I think really positive for me. It's important to have a good feeling for the whole situation, and when you can work very close to the important staff, to the players, it's good for me, and I know what is necessary to have success. And I think for any organization, the key to the success is to give every time your best. So, and in my opinion, I felt the first few days that everyone is really high motivated, thinking positive. When you watch the last games, the last few weeks under the interim coach John and his staff, they did really good, and the players are thinking positive now. They believe in this, what we want to do, and the way is there, and we want to go this way further, and put in some new things, some details, because the team has really high potential to stay in the league. And so I'm very positive that it's really possible, and I'm sure that we stay in the league this year. And it's dangerous, really. 2 points. Yeah, we know about this hard work we need, but I believe in this team and in these talented players. So we go to Watford for the first step, and we'll give our best.
For clarity, André, did you ask David Wagner's opinion? Did you consult Elias Kachunga about what life in Huddersfield is like?
At this moment, not, because there was not so much time to speak with other person. Then these ones I met here, a lot of staff members wanted to know how we work together. I have some small talks with the players. Yesterday was my first day, so I will connect David Wagner for sure, but in this week it was not possible. But Elias Kachunga, he wrote me 20 minutes after the announcing of my name, and he was very happy with this decision, and he told me everything in a few sentences about this great club for him, and he loved it to play here, and I know this.
I hope you're as successful as
Thank you.
You certainly made a contribution. Can you tell us something about your style of management and the style that your teams play?
Important is for me to have a high communication with all the staff members, with the players. My door is every time open. I know every head coach will tell this, but I think I live this, and they will see it in the next few weeks. So When we play about my football style, I like attacking football. We want to press high. We want to win the ball in counter pressing. We want to have short ways to create chances, to score goals. And we have to play as a unit on a pitch. I'm a team player. I'm not the one-man show here now in Huddersfield. We need all of the staff members. I want to show them the way, but I need all of the mates with me to have success. And later, because we cannot change everything at this moment, it would be crazy when we change everything in 2 days. But later we want to have a good ball possession play, to build up from behind, but always play with a conviction and in belief, and our players should know what is to do on their position. I like winner types. We want to win every game if it's possible, spend applause when the opponent is better, but it must be hard to win against us, and this is what I like.
You've already described what you like about the Huddersfield Town team that you've seen. Can you identify some problems already? What are they?
Yeah, I don't want to speak too much about the past because it's over, and we want to think positive. Yeah, the last few weeks have shown that it changed many things in thinking positive. So they're very good in set pieces. Also, I like this when the game is very close. You need good players for set pieces, and but you're right. When you're on the position on 20 or 21, there are problems, but I don't want to speak about. We want to work on the pitch that we destroy these problems.
Would you say your job is to keep Huddersfield Town in the Championship, or are you looking long term at trying to go with the ambition of the club to get the team perhaps even back into the Premier League in the long term?
Yeah, we spoke about these visions, and this is what I like. Yeah? I like to train in Premier League, maybe as fast as quick as possible, but it would be crazy to speak now about the Premier League. So I'm realistic, and so the highest priority now is to stay in the league, and it needs really hard work. Yeah? And when we achieve this goal, then we can speak from summer for new goals, maybe to take the next step, and this is a vision. And but we have to concentrate now for this situation, and but I'm here to go to Premier League in many years. Yeah, that's my goal.
I'd like to ask you finally, André, about England and your decision to come to England and English football. Here in Yorkshire, we have Danny Earle at Sheffield Wednesday. Daniel Farke is doing a very good job at Leeds United. Is England particularly attractive to a head coach in Germany?
Yeah, absolutely. There are not so many coaches. They had the chance to train in England, so I got this chance to train in the motherland of football, and this is how we German speaks about England football. High intensity, attractive football, maybe honestly more than in Germany. And now it's really attractive for me, and I'm really happy to be here.
And we're very happy to have you. I look forward to working with you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Paul. We'll get the mic to Stephen next from We Are Terriers.
Hi, Andre. Good to meet you. You've sort of carrying on from where Paul left off. Did the club sort of form a German connections, a history with German managers and German players? Did that make Huddersfield extra appealing to you at all?
I couldn't understand you.
I'm sorry. Huddersfield have had several German managers, had success under the likes of David Wagner, and German players have succeeded here. Did that help you decide to come to Huddersfield, see it as an attractive club?
No. It was important to have very good conversations. Now, I know about the past from Huddersfield Town, but it was not the most important thing to decide me for Huddersfield what is happened in the past. So it was the good conversation, thinking about or speaking about visions, what is possible. I wanted to have this feeling to work closely to the sport director, to the owner, and this is really important for me, to have a good feeling for a good job, and the goals are very realistic. So it's very attractive for me to train in the motherland of football in England. I took this decision.
I think one of the issues the side has had this season is they've not lost a huge number of games, but they've drawn a lot of games, failed to win games. Is that something you think you can get the players to do, to get them winning games?
Yeah, it's our job to change this, but the last few weeks it happened because I think it changed really on a high level now. They are thinking positive, they pressed forward, they scored goals, and there were any games they won. So I'm really positive for this, and it's really important that they believe in this, what we want to do on the pitch, and that they come to the training with a smile in their faces, and to have a good atmosphere in the dressing room. And it's important to show your best performance. And when there are any doubts during the game, okay, when you think positive. Maybe last Saturday it was really unlucky. They deserved a point, and maybe it was a little mistake like in the past. Normally you should go forward to score the second, because you were eagle-eyed, and then you fell down and went deep and you lost the game. But they did it so well, but you cannot change everything in 2 or 3 weeks. So it takes time, but we don't have so much time, but we try to.
Yeah, I mean, you've spoken about the good job that John Worthington has done over the past few weeks. You're retaining Kevin Russell on your coaching staff, who obviously worked with John Worthington. Were you keen to have that sort of continuity to carry on from where John had left off by keeping Kevin on your coaching staff?
Yeah, we have the same identity, the same style of play, the same thoughts, and to be honest, we are from Germany, and it needs help in the first few weeks on the pitch. We have our ideas, and we make the preparation for everything, but we need help in the first few weeks on the pitch. And Kevin Russell is so high motivated. He is excellent, really good assistant coach, and we like him.
Over your career, you've had several players who sort of been young players under your management, making their first steps in first team football, who've gone on to do big things in the game, likes of Leroy Sané or Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. Do you feel like at Huddersfield you've got young players that you can develop now, likes of Brodie Spencer perhaps?
I don't want to speak about names, but it's for me, I understand my job like this, and every club, it's not only my job to develop and to improve. It's part of the player. They have to make the best with the situation, to work hard, to invest, and there were many players like Leroy Sané. Højbjerg, I don't think about him today, but he was one of my players in Schalke 04, good past here in England at Tottenham. But there were really many other players, but they worked hard for this, and it's my goal to do the same here, and there are really good players.
For you, Mark, how much of a consideration was that when you were looking at André's track record?
I think André's CV was absolutely phenomenal, and it's the alignment between how he plays and how we want Huddersfield to have the identity. Kevin wants to see it, Jake, myself, and André has that drive, that ambition, and he has the work in the background that he's done that has made it possible. But of course, with any club in this league, it is about player development. It is about creating assets, and it is about turning young talent into first team talent, and then hopefully you keep them and it moves you up the league. So of course everything about Andre's CV was something that we looked at, and it answered every question we had.
I mean, Kevin Nagle's spoken about how sort of national media reports were wide of the mark on who the manager might be. How early in the process was Andre identified, and can you talk us through that process?
So Andre was very early presented to us, and immediately when you look into his background and his CV and the success he has, not only in developing teams, developing players, but also developing clubs and making them successful and continuing that success as well. So it was very apparent from an early position that this was somebody that we had to speak to. As Andre said, we had a very good initial Zoom call, at which point I found a mutual friend of ours and basically said, "Is this real? Is this how is this possible?" And he reassured me that yes, this is possible, because we spoke very clearly about the steps that we wanted to take, and I think it was the fact that it was realistic. It wasn't pie in the sky. We had some very good conversations around the team about the project in general, and I think from that moment, you start thinking, we've got our man.
Yeah. I mean, I presume you come into this process with a bit more clarity on what you wanted from your manager than perhaps the last appointment you made. Is there an element of sort of course correction or having a clearer idea this time around?
I think it's the same idea. We wanted to play front foot attacking football, which I believe we have the squad to do. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. But by John and Kevin and Michael taking over along with Neil, it allowed us the time. It gave us that time to really go into detail, and we had a longer process because we could ask Andre questions, we could get into the minute details rather than trying to hurry the process up. So John did a fantastic job, and what that did was it bought us the time to spend some real quality moments with Andre and understand where we could take this.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Andre's here for the longer term. Assuming successful in keeping the team in the division, is the plan to back Andre in the transfer market this summer?
Well, look, I think Kevin showed in January that he is more than willing to back the club and to back the team and back the people involved. The plan has always been to try and invest into the squad in the summer, but doing it sensibly. We don't want to be stupid in the market. We want to be very sensible, and again, it's being realistic that we can do X, Y, or Z, and that will improve where we are now. So it is a case of building, and doing it in the correct manner.
And finally, for me, Andre, what was it about sort of the project that Mark and Kevin and Jake have here at Huddersfield? What was it that most appealed to you over the long term?
Mark said the right thing. So first, stay in the league. This is really important. Yeah. We have to speak about this. Then we speak in summer about the new goals, but we expect a boring season. You told me, yeah. But it's too early to speak about the things. I have to concentrate for this situation now, for this moment, to give all the best with all the players to stay in the league. So we have some hard games, 14 games, but the potential is so high. In the last games they have shown it's 100% possible to stay in the league and to win games, and I hope we start on Saturday with a win, and we will do our best for this.
Yeah, I mean, for Saturday, is there any team news at all? Any new injuries or any players returning potentially?
I don't want to speak about this because it should be a surprise for Saturday. They know not really many things about us. Yesterday there were many players not on the pitch, like Dilano, Jonathan Holke. We expect that it's possible that they train on tomorrow, but it's not sure. So maybe we have to take some other decisions. We don't know.
Okay. Thanks, Andre.
We'll go to Stuart next with the Yorkshire Post. One in a row. Stuart.
Hello, André. Good to see you. Can I ask you about your visit in 2015 and what impressions you took of Huddersfield and the town and the football club at that time?
I was here for 1 day. I also enjoyed the game. I don't know the opponent, and I spent quality time the evening after the win with Elias and Hefele. Yeah, we had a good dinner at night. They built the training camp in the end of 15, so I saw a lot of containers. But the people there were friendly, helpful, like today. It was a good time to enjoy time with David Wagner, and he showed me everything. And for him, it was the first half year, and also in England. He's an American guy, and he told me so many things about England. It was really interesting to hear this, and yeah, I can say in 15 it was for me maybe a thing to work also in England when it's possible, and yeah, now I'm here.
So was that something you were really looking to do this year, or was it just the fact that the opportunity arose? Was it something you were specifically, I really want my next job to be in England, or I just want the best job and it happens to be in England?
Yes. No, it was the right decision for this, and the crazy market in Germany, and I had many offers, but I didn't feel the same I had in this conversation with Mark. And when I signed for Zurich, when we won the championship 1 year later, it was the same. That doesn't mean that we win the championship next year. But for me, I'm not a man who decides to have a job to work. I want to take the right decision. I can say I had a lot of success with every club, and I wait for the right moment. And I thought, yeah, it is the right moment. So many people, or some people in Germany would ask, okay, second league, Huddersfield, it's not like Premier League. It doesn't matter because the conversation was so good. Huddersfield is a really traditional club, fantastic supporters. I saw this also in 15, but on Saturday again, I like this, and I like to develop and to work in a good team with a good staff and with a good sport director, and to develop and to improve, and maybe to celebrate on the balcony of the city.
And do you think the style of play that David played, that Jurgen Klopp played, you know, the sort of gegenpressing style that's become so popular, do you think that the English fans help that? They seem to really enjoy it, and the fans help the players help the fans? Yes,
you need the player for this. This is the most important thing. I cannot play attacking football when I have only defenders. It's not possible, but we have these players to attack and to press high and to win the ball. And to be honest, I was a former player for many years in the first Bundesliga, and I wanted to play football, and I wanted to score goals. And defending, yeah, it's important, but it's when you play football, yeah, with your child, you want to score goals. So, and this is what we want to do. It's attractive for the supporters to see really vertically passes, and not like playing backwards the whole time. I don't like this. Yeah? I want to play forward. I want to have deep runs behind the last row. I want to create chances. I want to have 5 to 6 players in the penalty area to score goals. This is what I like. And this is what I want to see, maybe, if it's possible on Saturday, but in a few weeks, 100%.
Will it require a lot of fitness work from the players to be able to play with the intensity that you want?
Yeah, when the players are thinking positive, and they think not really positive in the last few weeks, it's possible to press, but it's not possible over 90 minutes. So we have to find solutions for this, but it depends on the players. Our task is to listen to the team, to have a good conversation. I spoke to Jonathan Hawke, what he's thinking about the game, for the best system for the team, and so this is important to create a plan with a best players and with important players with much experience, and so then I have to decide. This is 100% clear, but we want to have success all together, and it's not a question of my personal style. So I want to do this, what is the best for the team to win games.
So how important have the last few weeks been with John Worthington? How helpful has that been that they've played a more aggressive style? Has that sort of started the process already for you?
Yeah, 100%, because it has shown that it's possible with this team to press high and to play attractive. Yeah, there are a lot of mistakes. It's not possible to destroy them in a few weeks, in a few days, but this is the style of play we want to see.
So will John Worthington be helping you in any way? Will he be working with the first team, or simply just talking a bit to him about what's happened?
Yes, excellent, really fantastic. He trained the last days with the team, because I'm free since yesterday, so I enjoyed only one training session, and John and Kevin, they organized the training on the pitch, and we spoke a lot, and he's really cool, and I like to speak to him, and for the future he is an academy boss, and we were still in contact, I'm sure, for a long time.
And in terms of how you try to develop players, will you be training alongside or with the under-21s, or will they be separate? How do you sort of do that part of the process?
I have a good coaching staff, so we take some analyses, we show them what they can do better on the pitch. Then after the training, we will make individual training to find solutions to make them better, to improve, but they also need the trust from me to stand on the pitch. Players improve when they have minutes, and you need the time for this, but you need also the courage to let them play. So I'm a coach when they are better, and when they show me really good performance in the training, they should play. Why not?
And this feels like a really strong time for German coaching across Europe, not just in Germany. Mark's mentioned the German coaches here in Yorkshire. What is it, do you think, about the system that is producing such good coaches in Germany right now?
I don't know. Maybe we have a good pro license.
That's correct.
Maybe this. It's really good, and I learned a lot of this. But Jürgen Klopp was former player, David Wagner also. I think it's always good when you feel like the players, when you know what they are thinking. And for me, it's the same when I go to the dressing room, into the dressing room in the morning, and I watch their eyes. I know everything, maybe 90%. But and on the pitch, you need a good staff. It's what I said, it's not a one-man show. You need a staff next to your preparation for the training session, because as a manager, normally you have to spend time with the players. And for me, it's important to stay close to the players, to watch the gym, into the gym when they do prepared training, to have a good feeling for the situation, so that they trust me, that they believe in me, that they know my door is every time open for them, and so that they can go for me into the fire. But it takes time, and we get to know each other. We have to find the communication with them, and so it's just the second day, and we need a lot of time. But for Saturday, we need a good plan.
And Mark, of course, Andre's right. It will take time. So, how important is patience from yourselves, from the supporters, to ensure that this project is able to run its course?
Well, I think given how André plays and how he delivers his teams, and the fact that giving 100% is incredibly important, I think that will resonate with everybody. I think, and if you can see what you're trying to do and how you're trying to get there, and you can see the effort, I think that buys patience. Yes, results are incredibly important, as we spoke about. It's about staying in the league, but it's also about enjoying what you're seeing. And I think André has exactly the right alignment with Kevin and the club and what we're trying to build as the Huddersfield identity of play. So I think the alignment is there particularly well. So I think if we deliver that, the patience comes naturally. I think with the work that John's done as well, I think now is with obviously reopening the academy and the work that John has done and the alignment between John and André and Kevin, I think now it's probably the closest the academy will ever work with the first team. So in terms of players coming through, Kevin's been down there, John will push players, and André can trust them because André knows this is how they played, this is how he wants to play. So we're probably at a very good junction in time with everything coming together nicely.
Yeah, I mean, you've talked a lot about alignment, and clearly playing style was a big priority in this appointment. But presumably, André's record in bringing through young players was again something you were really keen to get from the.
Oh, 100%. I mean, we have some. We're not going to name names, but we do feel like we've got some very good, talented players within that squad, and I think. From when you sat in the stands and you're looking and you can see that they just need that little bit extra, and so you want a coach that can give them that little bit extra. And I think, again, like you say, André's track record says this is the guy to do it.
And just André, just about the Watford game. Obviously, time is very short. You're still getting to know the players. How much will you have to learn from people like Jonathan Hogg for Saturday's game as to just teaching you a bit about what to expect from Watford, what to expect from the Huddersfield players?
We know many things about Watford because we prepared yesterday. So tomorrow we will do this on the pitch, our plan, and to take the players with us. But everything is prepared. So I know about the manager. He trained in Germany and also in my hometown city, Hanover. And we are very respectful for Watford, but we speak about our team, and it's important that the players are respectful to Watford, but they have to believe in this, what we want to do on the pitch, and we want to show our style of play. What is possible, we will see, but we try to, and tomorrow we will. Show them our plan for this game, and we need all the players for this game, and not the starting 11 one, also the substitutes. We need 90 minutes to maybe some more to show our best performance. So now Watford has a good team, good strikers, but we have a very good team, and I hope that we will see this on Saturday.
And just finally for me, Mark's talked a lot about the preparation Huddersfield did in deciding to go with you. How much preparation have you done? Have you seen all of the games this season, for example? How much have you watched and learned?
Yeah, not all the games, but really many games. I had a good account, and so I had some time because we kept in touch for 3 or 4 weeks after.
Yeah. For me, the level of detail that André did into the research into the team, into the research into the style of play, I'm not going to. But he came with when we met about a week ago, 10 days ago.
This was my question. 3-4 weeks ago. After
he came with 3 or 4 different formations with all the players in each position, and it just made perfect sense. And so, whilst he may not have seen every game, it took him 2 seconds to see what the players were, what they could do, how much further he could take them, where the issues were, and I think that was the sign of the coach that we're getting.
Excellent. Thank you very much, and good luck.
Cool.
Thank you.
We'll go to Chris from ITV finally. Chris, thank you.
Hi, André.
Hello.
You've not left me many questions. Everything's pretty much exhausted. But is this a risk for you taking this job, considering where Huddersfield are currently?
For me,
Yeah.
why should be a risk? I don't know. No, it's a big chance for me to show my experiences in England, to develop an English team, to have success here in England. So it could be open some doors more for me. So I think very positive for this, and I have never thought about a risk. No.
Huddersfield have obviously got connections with Germany. It's been touched upon previously. What's the reputation of Huddersfield Town in Germany? Is there a reputation?
Yes, I read the newspaper yesterday, and they told everyone about Huddersfield and me. So now, because of David Wagner and the promotion, the 2 years in the Premier League, many people they know about Huddersfield more than about Leeds.
You mentioned Leeds. Your first home game will be against Leeds. It's a German coach versus another German coach, but it's also more than that, isn't it? In these parts, I'm sure you'll have been filled in, or you will be told about that. How much are you looking forward to that first game?
Yeah, no, but because the first game is on Saturday, we have to concentrate for this game. So I know about the very special game against Leeds, but first Watford, and all the focus for this game.
Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Cool. Thanks to everyone. Thanks for the stream as well. We'll see you all on Saturday.